This is not just a coin. It is a quiet piece of a nation's identity that moves through countless hands every single day without ever being fully noticed. The 2024 Indian 10 rupees coin might seem like something ordinary, something you receive and spend without a second thought, but the moment you pause and truly observe it, you begin to realize that it carries far more meaning than its simple face value suggests. At first glance, the most striking feature is its bimetallic design. The outer ring and the inner core are made from different metals, creating a contrast that is both visually appealing and symbolically powerful. This combination is not accidental. It reflects a sense of unity and balance, something deeply connected to the idea of diversity coming together as one. The coin becomes more than just currency. It becomes a representation of harmony in physical form. As you bring the coin closer, the details begin to reveal themselves. On one side, the Ashoka lion capital stands firmly, a symbol that has long been associated with strength, authority, and heritage. The lions face different directions, suggesting vigilance and awareness, as if watching over the nation from every angle. Beneath it, the words Sachamiva Jayate are engraved with precision, carrying a message that truth always prevails. These elements are not merely decorative. They are deeply rooted in history and values that have shaped generations. The craftsmanship of the coin deserves attention as well. Every line, every curve, and every engraving is carefully designed to maintain clarity even after the coin passes through years of circulation. It is made to endure friction, movement, and time itself, yet still retain its identity. This durability is not just physical but symbolic, reflecting resilience and continuity. When you turn the coin over, the large number 10 immediately captures your attention. It is bold and unmistakable, designed for instant recognition. Alongside it, the rupee symbol stands as a modern emblem of economic progress and national pride. The surrounding patterns may seem subtle, but they add depth and texture, giving the coin a refined character that is often overlooked by those who use it daily. What makes this coin particularly fascinating is not just its design, but its journey. Unlike objects that remain in one place, this coin is constantly moving. It travels from one person to another, from one city to another, carrying with it silent stories of exchange and connection. It becomes part of everyday life in ways that are both ordinary and extraordinary at the same time. Most people never stop to consider the path a single coin might take. It could begin its journey in a mint, move into circulation, pass through markets, shops, and households, and continue this cycle for years. Along the way, it becomes a witness to countless moments, each one adding an invisible layer of history to its existence. This continuous movement gives the coin a life of its own, even though it remains an inanimate object. There is also a deeper psychological aspect to how we perceive such items. Because the 10 rupees coin is so common, it is often ignored. Familiarity reduces curiosity. People tend to value what is rare or unusual, while overlooking what is constantly present in their lives. But sometimes, the true value of an object lies not in its rarity. Collectors have started to recognize this shift in perception. What was once dismissed as ordinary spare change is now being examined more closely. Small variations in minting, slight differences in design, and the condition of the coin can all influence its desirability. A coin that has been preserved well or has a unique feature may stand out among thousands of others. Over time, as more people begin to pay attention, the demand for certain coins can increase. This change does not happen overnight. It is gradual, driven by curiosity, interest, and the desire to find value in unexpected places. The 2024 Indian 10 rupees coin has the potential to become part of this evolving narrative. Another important aspect to consider is the emotional connection people can develop with objects like this. A coin may remind someone of a particular moment, a place, or an experience. It may have been part of a significant transaction or simply a part of daily life during a memorable period. These associations add a personal dimension that goes beyond monetary value. The design itself also tells a story of balance between tradition and modernity. The Ashoka lion capital connects the coin to a rich historical past, while the rupee symbol represents the present and future. This combination creates a bridge between different eras, making the coin a small yet meaningful representation of continuity. If you take a moment to think about it, the idea of value itself is quite interesting. A coin is assigned a fixed value, in this case 10 rupees, but its perceived worth can change depending on context. To someone in a hurry, it might be insignificant. To a collector, it could be a valuable addition. To someone reflecting on its design and meaning, it might hold a completely different kind of worth. This shifting perception is what makes everyday objects so fascinating. The more attention you give them, the more layers you begin to uncover. What once seemed simple becomes complex, and what once seemed ordinary becomes unique. The 2024 Indian 10 rupees coin is a perfect example of this transformation. It also highlights the importance of observation. In a fast-paced world, people rarely take the time to notice the details around them. Everything becomes part of a routine, and objects lose their individuality. But when you slow down and truly look, you start to see things differently. The coin becomes more than just a tool for transactions. It becomes a subject of curiosity and appreciation. There is something powerful about finding meaning in small things. It changes the way you interact with the world. Instead of constantly seeking something new, you begin to rediscover what is already around you. This shift in perspective can make even the simplest objects feel significant. The 10 rupees coin also serves as a reminder of how interconnected people are. It moves between individuals from different backgrounds, cultures, and regions, yet remains the same. It acts as a common link, a shared object that connects millions of lives in subtle ways. Over the years, coins have always held a special place in history. They have been used not only as currency but also as symbols of power, culture, and identity. The 2024 Indian 10 rupees coin continues this tradition, carrying forward a legacy that has existed for centuries. As time goes on, the significance of such coins may continue to evolve. What is common today may become rare tomorrow, and what is overlooked now may be appreciated later. This constant change adds an element of unpredictability, making the world of coins both interesting and dynamic. If you ever come across this coin, take a moment to hold it and observe it closely. Notice the details, the weight, the texture, and the design. Think about where it might have come from and where it might go next. This simple act of observation can turn an ordinary experience into something meaningful. In the end, the true value of the coin is not just in its material or its assigned worth. It lies in the story it tells, the journey it takes, and the perspective it offers. It reminds us that even the most familiar objects can hold hidden depth if we are willing to look beyond the surface. So the next time you find the 2024 Indian 10 rupees coin in your hand, don't treat it as just another piece of change. See it for what it truly is, a small yet powerful representation of design, history, and movement. Because sometimes, the things we overlook the most have the potential to surprise us in the biggest ways. And one day, what seems like just 10 rupees in your hand might be seen in a completely different light, carrying a value that goes far beyond expectation, reaching as high as $100,000.